Hello Cancer and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your fortnightly reading for June the 16th through to the 30th. So we are moving out of Gemini season into your season. Yay, Cancer. And we have the sun coming in. Happiness. Leo, Aries. Beautiful. Love that coming through. And Mars is actually moving into Leo, so might be feeling a lot more motivated. We also have Temperance, Jupiter, Sagittarius, South Node coming in. So a lot of fire coming in, but rebalancing. So happy birthday, Cancer, for all you beautiful Cancerians who might be having a birthday at this time. So let's have a look at, this is a general reading, I need to say, Cancer. So just take what feels right, leave the rest. And if it does really resonate, there will be an extended reading. Here is your counterpart. Your opposite energy, Capricorn, the devil, Saturn is coming in with Mars. Interesting because we have Mars right next to Leo here and Mars is in Leo. So it kind of is, but we do know that Saturn is also retrograde. So there's a lot of interesting energies coming around. If this does really resonate, there will be an extended reading, I think is what I was in the middle of saying, Cancer. So the link will be in the description box below. I'll talk about that a little bit later. And this is for Sun, Moon and Rising. So for all of your signs, you might like to check out the other readings as well for all of your Sun, Moon and Rising signs to give you a more fuller picture, a holistic view of what's happening. Just bear in mind the Moon will be more of a subjective, kind of more of an emotional energy as well coming through. But let's see what's coming in for you. And if you appreciate this content and would like to support the channel, please like, subscribe and leave a comment because that lets YouTube know that you're appreciating and enjoying the content. So the Seven of Cups crossed by, the Five of Pentacles, my goodness. Well, there's a choice that you definitely don't want coming in here, can say that. But this is just the situation. So let's see what else is coming in around that, Cancer. There's lots of choices coming in. So I love that the sun is crowning you, though. The sun is that lightness that brings a lot of, oh my goodness, I was about to say, I was talking about the sun and the darkness of the devil, and it's flanking, it's like flanked by the devil, and it's the one energy that can bring, it's like this darkness of the devil. It's the sun shines brightly on it and almost it's like this, it cowers and goes away. So it's kind of like you're getting a lot of positive information about new opportunities, how to get away from that devil energy, which can be feeling really stuck. So let's see, it can be toxic energy. And it's kind of just blasting it out of the water, going, don't even try anything. Don't try any games, devil energy. The Emperor at the base. So again, you know, you've got Sun, Sagittarius and Aries. I mean, you've got Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. What am I talking about? So it's like a trine of fire that's coming in and kind of really working for you at this time, Cancer, actually, which is interesting because sometimes fire and your water can get too hot and but it's almost like it needs to come in so strong because of that devil energy that's coming in. So, and that is representative of, you know, your desire, what it is that you're wanting to bring in, your motivation, more fire, the Three of Wands. So some positive, encouraging results, the Two of Pentacles in the near future. We'll pull the rest of these cards and then get stuck into the reading for you. Let's see what else is coming out. I just feel like you need to pull something strong to get out of that devil energy. Yeah, Death, beautiful. Transformation, Wheel of Fortune, wow. Some big changes coming in. Wow, the Tower. The three cards of change, one after another, major arcanas, wow. And then celebration. It's going to be something, a big change, but are you going to celebrate? It's going to release you from some of these limitations and restrictions. So it could be the need to go out and just let your hair down as well. Have a bit of a party for some of you. So as we mentioned, like that temperance energy with the Jupiter Sagittarius, it's bringing in more balance into your life as well. And you can see that Sun card is very much heading you towards that direction, away from something that has felt very limited, stuck, constrained, toxic, with that Saturn Capricorn energy, where you haven't felt like you could move forward, where you felt like your motivation was kind of stuck. So your drive. And so it's kind of, getting that back, which is going to feel really good. So the situation is the Seven of Cups crossed by the Five of Pentacles. There's lots of different choices here. And some of them are good for you, some of them aren't. And the devil energies actually, interestingly, can be the consequence of poor choices in relationships, made in relationships, or things that have gone sour or gone wrong. Not necessarily a poor choice, but it just kind of went wrong somehow along the way. And that's why when you're presented with a whole heap of choice and options, as you are here, things are opening up for you. It's bringing in that memory of where something went wrong in the past. And what the sun or this fire energy is saying is that it's different this time. It's different, and it's not going to be like that. So this person or this situation is not going to be like what happened in the past. You're going to make a very different decision. And what may have happened is it may have been some kind of rejection or isolation that occurred, or some sort of devaluing, felt really devalued in this past choice and the consequences of something that happened. And you could still be feeling that now. It's still kind of heavy. It's something you've carried around with you for a while. So this is kind of, luckily you've got a choice to move out of that. And you can see that the devil energy, the sun sheds a lot of light on stuff, and this is in your conscious mind. The devil energy is that you are feeling the consequences of something that didn't go right. You are feeling that something needs to be fixed, something needs to be changed. There's a sense of feeling stuck and wanting to be liberated and free from something. So the devil energy can also represent debt, or not being paid enough, not having enough money issues, because the Five of Pentacles could be part of what this is wanting to move away from some kind of toxicity or an old form of income or something to do with money, some negativity that didn't serve you in the past. So it can be related to that, very much related to money, but it can be relationships as well. But I do feel we're getting a lot of money cards here coming in. We have at the base the Emperor, which is really good energy. So you've got Aries topping and tailing you, actually, because the Aries is with the Sun card here, and Aries is the Emperor energy. And this is asserting yourself. This is where perhaps with this decision or choices that occurred in the past, you somehow didn't assert yourself, or you didn't speak up, or you were disempowered somehow, or, like I said, felt devalued. The Emperor energy is like, this is the deep down energy. This is the energy that's happening, in your gut or in your subconscious, or it could be soul energy coming through. It's very powerful. It's stepping into your power, stepping into your authority. It's no longer this victim energy here. It's like empowering yourself and going, I'm putting myself first. I'm asserting myself, what I need in this situation, what I want. And with all the fire energy, it's all about what do you want? Because it's your birthday season starting up, Cancer. So it is very much, step into it. Tell everybody, tell the world, tell this person, tell the situation what it is that you want. The Emperor is also a very successful energy, makes things a concrete reality. And so if there's any blockages or in terms of fear or relation issues around money, or, like I said, putting yourself first or self-assertion, he comes in and goes, I'm going to come in and sort this out and fix this and make this situation that was blocked and not working start working and becoming very successful. So that's why in the recent past you've got this Three of Wands, which is positive results coming in. You've got some positive encouragement, some sort of initial success with something. You've got Jupiter above that, so wanting to expand, bring in more luck, but it's a mutable energy. It's a sense of wanting to bring something in and change. It's kind of saying, yes, you've had some positive results and we're wanting more encouragement, but it's also like don't get a fixed view of what that's going to look like, because it's kind of malleable. It's mutable, like we said, it's mutable energy coming through. So we do have yeah, a lot of cardinal energy here as well about starting something and doing something. So cardinal or mutable, it's actually really good energy coming through here for you. And so in the near future, whatever was out of balance does come up as an issue. In terms of money, if there's juggling with money or moving money around, if there's working two jobs or getting two different forms of income and it's taking your energies in two different places, you can feel a bit stretched with this energy of the Two of Pentacles. You might be feeling a bit ambivalent about something that's coming up here. Either way, I just feel like something's a bit out of balance, and it's kind of interesting because the Capricorn energy can also be a lot to do with stability and security, and where some choices have kind of impacted upon that and perhaps had a negative impact upon that. And so you are being given a very clear new direction. Some of you may feel a bit ambivalent about it, but the universe is going to show you, well, do you want to stay in this energy? Because something's out of balance here and it's unstable. There's an instability here that it doesn't feel secure. So in terms of, your material resources, like where you live, your health or your money and your career, it's all of those sort of things that are coming in. Could be around a relationship as well. So you are kind of going through, you've got the Death card coming in. This represents you, and you are going through this profound shift and change and transformation around sense of what you're able to achieve, around self-identity, and around, really expanding some goals that are coming in here. So there's a big transformation coming and clearing a lot of this devil energy stuff. What I've just been told is sometimes we can live with this energy. It's this things we carry around with us. It can be like I said, a heavy energy. For example, like my aunt had this balance issue, and it was about to do with the crystals in her ear. And she didn't realize, she didn't realize you could fix it. If you just went to a normal doctor, they would say, she was being told that she couldn't do anything much about it. It might go away. And years later, she found out that she could have fixed it and could have fixed it all along. And she had to go to this balance clinic, kind of a specialized clinic. But it's kind of one of those things that she lived with that, and we do live with things. So and it kind of would make the room spin occasionally, like just on odd occasions. And it was, it's not a nice thing to have to live with and to be told you can't fix this. But also it's like she could have all along, and she found out and has since fixed it. And that's just an example. That can be anything. It can be those little, you've got a sore neck, or you just don't go and get it fixed for a while, or back injury, or whatever it can be. It can be, past hurt from a relationship, or there's a debt hanging around you, and it's like blah, blah. It's those little things that have just been hanging around and you've been living with, and now it's saying time to actually let's fix it. You don't need to live with this anymore. And so that's why you've got the Wheel of Fortune in the energy surrounding you. There's change. That's why there's this mutability as well. And that's why it's kind of like when things start shifting and changing and the landscape start changing, and that can also feel a little bit unstable. But what that also does is create opportunities for new things to start, because if everything's fixed, it's so much harder to kind of get that energy to move and change. And so now it's like, even though it might feel a little bit unstable, it's a perfect opportunity to start something new and to really step into this and to assert yourself and to step into that cardinal energy. So that's why, we're seeing with the Tower card, this is around instability. It's around things that have not been built on good foundations, and have been creating this instability that we're seeing here, just being kind of blown out of the water, big shifts and changes around that, which is hopes and fears, because, sometimes it is scary. It's scary to go down that path, but at the same time, it's liberating. So, things can feel like a comfort zone, but it's like leaving a job. It's been a reliable job, but maybe it's time for me it hasn't really been fulfilling me. Maybe it's time to move on. It's kind of one of those sort of energies. Could be the same with anything. Apply it to relationship, health issue, anything, home. So But, you know, what I'm seeing here is a celebration here with this Three of Cups. It's like the universe going, hooray, you did it. We finally kind of broken through this and found a solution to this issue that's been hanging around for a long time. And so there's joy and celebration around this, that finally this sun energy, this fire has come in and smited the devil. And it's kind of interesting because he does have fire, like he uses fire as a weapon. And it's kind of interesting because he uses it kind of as a weapon against you, so you become destabilized, that you lose your motivation. And so these guys are coming in and saying, no, that's not how fire should be used. If you play with fire, you're going to get burnt, and we're going to show you, devil, what real fire, the real high spiritual version of fire is. So it's kind of, it's good like that. And I think that that's going to be a positive thing, having Mars moving into Leo for you. So we have, you know, as an overall energy, the Eight of Swords, and we can see that this figure is bound and stuck, and there's limitations. Things just have not been working. And the interesting thing about this card is that this character could actually, those bindings are pretty loose. They can actually take that off, and they could have taken that off at any time, but for whatever reason, they didn't. This person didn't. And that's kind of what we were saying with my aunt. You know, she was told something from a doctor, but she could have actually gone down a further path of research if she wanted to. She stayed in that mindset of, oh, I'm going to believe that, and it was kind of a limited version of it. And then she found out later on that there was this other option. And so that's what it's doing. It's kind of opening your mind and releasing you from these limitations where you could have actually got out of it a long time ago, but you weren't ready. And now is the time. The time is ready. Now the time is right for this. So yeah, it's it feels very motivating. It feels like you're going to make some big leaps forward, and it feels good. So it says, my life is a mirror. The people in my life are really mirrors of me. This affords me the opportunity to grow and change. And that's kind of interesting as well, because I think, you know, there is definitely, this is showing the opportunity to grow and change here coming in. But it's like, who are the people that are being mirrored back at you? Do they resemble that devil character? Or do they resemble the sun? So, you know, what is being mirrored back to you? And that might show you an indication of where you're at. So let's pull, and what areas the sun, like the sun brings so much clarity, but it brings through breakthroughs and happiness. And we're seeing a major breakthrough happening here for you, Cancer. And oh, this is so beautiful. Little turtle has come in for you. And what I love about him, and I love about the fact that you're a water sign and turtles live in the water. And for me, it's a soul journey. Turtles, it's all about the feel-good energy. You're feeling good. You know, it's that person that you go to see and they just make you feel good. When you're feeling crap and down, you go see that person, you have a good laugh, you feel good. So that's one thing that's coming in. But what I'm getting the words is coming back home again. The turtle goes over that journey over the sand. Oh, sorry. Just my timer. The turtle goes over that journey. When they're little eggs, they hatch, they have to cross the sand, this precarious kind of journey where it feels like, am I going to get there? Am I going to get there? Am I going to get there? And then they dive into the beautiful ocean, the deep ocean, the place that they feel most at home, where they're supposed to be. And they make it, they're home. And so they're saying it is a journey, but it's also a journey of coming home back to yourself. And so there's celebration around that, which is actually really, really beautiful. So, and I would say that there are birthday celebrations in order with that Three of Cups as well, popping the champagne, having a nice time, and a sense of coming back to yourself again. So, celebration of you. And so that's it, Cancer. I hope that you enjoy this time, this period. I feel like you'll see a huge shift. You'll feel a big shift with this energy change that's coming in here. And there's a lot of changes coming through, but positive changes. So don't freak out about that, because it feels like it's kind of getting you out of that stuck energy. So I'm going to leave the YouTube reading here. I'm going to take it over to the extended now, where we'll find out what else you need to know about this part of the reading. Find out what's coming in the near future. and also the future beyond with this celebration. What is there to celebrate? What other things are coming through with that? And then we're going to pull some cards specifically for career, money, love, and relationships, and focus in on those 3 areas. So treat yourself to a beautiful birthday gift, and we'll explore this a little bit further. And thank you so much for joining me, Cancer. I'm excited about your birthday season. It's lovely. Very beautiful energy coming through. So I hope you have a great time. Thank you so much for joining me. Please send me a like, comment, subscribe, or share if you think this will help somebody, cheer them up, and send them a birthday wish. And yeah, take care. Bye.